Was now Balaji Amines is the stock on our radar. Company reported what was a weak earnings in the quarter gone by. There was a YY decline. However, we did see a sequential improvement in numbers, and that is something that we'd like to understand whether it's an improvement in demand or is it a one-time thing. D Ram Reddy, the MD of Balaji Amines, is joining us now. Mr. Reddy, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. As I was pointing out, you've seen a decline in EBITDA, in profits on a YY basis, but there has been a sequential recovery. Margins are up 530 basis points on a sequential basis. Give us a sense of whether this is led by improvement in demand, have volumes come back, and is there some improvement in pricing as well?
Yes, I can say that we are back on the track. If you look for the quarter-to-quarter basis, the margins improved from the EBITDA from 12% to 16% to 21%. The last quarter, we have done only 16%, and now this quarter is about 21%. As regards the revenue, yes, because of the prices have come down, raw material prices, even finished product prices have come down, you will see the declining the revenues. But if you talk about the 9 months consolidated basis, standalone basis, we have done 70,000 tons volume when compared to the 67,000 tons. So this shows the improvement in the offtake from the market around the world, and we feel that in coming quarters it should be improved from the quarter-on-quarter basis. And as regards to some of the expansions, as I said in earlier, we are in the track. That one plant, that the butylamine, we just commissioned the last month only, and methylamines is on the track. Construction is going on, and dimethyl ether is going on, and we are looking for the DMC electronic grade. We are upgrading the existing facility, and we're also coming up with the 20 megawatts solar plant to balance the carbon footprint. So these are the expansions. Even in the subsidiary, we are talking about the new product mix with the 80 crores expansions coming up in the coming 1 or 2 quarters. And we're also talking about the new expansion that about 750 crores in the unit 2 of the subsidiary also on the table from the phases manner. We will see in the coming quarters spending the money on these expansions also.
Hi, Mr. Reddy. Thanks for joining us today. You know, we have a lot of questions on the expansion plan, so we'll get to that in just a bit. But you are saying that, you know, demand is improving. So what kind of volume growth do you think is sustainable? And on the pricing that Sonal was asking you, has there been an improvement? And if yes, what is the quantum of that improvement that you've seen in terms of the pricing?
In 9 months, we have seen more than 5% volume growth. And there's a 4 to 5% minimum improvement in margins on the EBITDA basis, if you see the quarter-on-quarter basis. So this shows there's an improvement in the market. Going forward, definitely there should be some improvement.
Okay, so you know what my colleague is also trying to understand is because the industry has been facing a lot of pricing pressures. There have been inventory drawdowns. Are you saying that there's a bottoming out of prices from here on and we'll only see improvement? Are we seeing demand come back in major sectors like pharma for yourself?
Yes, there is an improvement also. There is improvement in the margins also, because in the earlier quarters we have seen the pressure in the margins because of the China and all. They were just destocking the inventories. That was a major concern with all the companies, including Balaji Amines. But the last quarter we have seen the improvement in the margins. So I think it should carry forward. Going forward, there should be improvement. They should continue with this improvement.
Okay, the margin improvement should continue. Let's also talk about the exports. I believe domestic to exports is around 85 to 15%. So can you tell us how the exports growth is panning out? And do you plan to increase exports from these levels, or do you want this kind of split to remain?
Yes, we are targeting more than 25 to 30% should be our target for the out of the total revenues for the exports.
By when?
Last quarter we reached up to 17 to 18%. We are just gearing up to the new product lineup. There should be minimum 1 or 2% growth in the exports in the coming quarters.
Okay, all right. So export will be a key driver going forward. You spoke about this new plant that you commissioned in the month of January, that is butylamine. When will it reach its peak? What is the current capacity utilization? And once it does, what kind of revenue contribution will it do?
You see, before the end of 2025, we should be in a position to commission two major plants. One is the methylamine plant, about 40,000 capacity. And there's a product called dimethyl ether. Again, first time in the country, we'll be establishing about 100,000 tons capacity, which will be commissioned by the March 25. And along with this, there's a power plant, solar power plant coming up with 20 megawatts, which will take care of our entire power.
Yes, Mr. Reddy, you did. Yes, you did mention, if you can quantify that, because those details are available in the investor presentation. What will the financial impact of all that be? The recent butylamine plant, once it gets fully commissioned, the other two plants that you're talking about, and also the solar power, how much will that reduce costs by? If you can give us a number to that.
See, with this run rate, we should be in a position to complete minimum 17 to 1800 crores annual turnover for the current financial year. I'm talking about the March. The next financial year, we should be touching about 2,000 crores with these raw material prices and finished product prices. But 2026, we are targeting minimum 3,000 crores annual turnover with all these expansions going forward. And the EBITDA margin should go up to 22 to 24% once we finish all these expansions, including the solar power and all. We should touch minimum 24% EBITDAs.
Okay, all right. So that is something that your investors would like. Last question before we let you go. Any plans on your subsidiaries IPO? There's been a lot of to and fro, a lot of things happening in the market, forwards going ahead. So we would like that clarification from you itself. Will it happen in this calendar year?
No, I can't say that. We don't have anything on the table right now. But definitely, we are doing a lot of activities in the expansion. As I said, Government of Maharashtra has given the mega project status for the 750 crores expansion, for which we already acquired the 100 acres, 80 acres land. And that land digging will take place once the environmental clearance comes. Probably you will hear more in the coming financial year, more about the activities in the expansion and even the IPO. Also, you can IPO or maybe merger, whatever board takes decision will come in the next 2-3 quarters.
All right, Mr. Reddy, we leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining us and taking us through the outlook for Balaji Amines as you see it today. That is the management. We are going to get into a short break now. On the other side, we will have Ramesh Nair, CEO of Mindspace Business Park REIT, who will talk to us about their Q3 earnings and how they really see the outlook.